I say, Afi, see that old man there? Go, call him. Go, call him. So you tell me, Mr. Deedat, there is noor on your face. Your beard is like silk. I said, Khabis, call that man. He said, Mr. Deedat, I'm prepared to wash your feet. And I'm prepared to drink the water. If I was the old-fashioned king, I'll chop off your head. You blame me for that? I'll chop off your head, cut your head off. So I'm telling you, call that man.
Do your job.
That's all. He said, call him.
Yes, yes.
I want to know, you understand Arabic? He said, yes. So Allah is telling, call him. Are you calling him? He said, no, I want to know why. I want to know why. So you blame Sadat and Nasser and Mubarak?
No, you can't go blaming anybody. You have to do it.
For 1400 years, there was no Nasser and no Sadat.
But it was done all the time.
But how is it?
We are together.
One second. If the job was being done, you would be able to reduce the Christian population by 1%.
They are.
But from what naturally you multiplied, they might not be multiplying at the same rate as you, because the better living condition.
They are multiplying more than us because they are instructed by church.
Right. Okay.
To go
but normally
get more sons.
Right. Normally, the man who's affluent, his birth rate is lower because he's got too many other distractions. The guy who's got nothing else to do is planting the seed. That's his only pastime. You see? So I was thinking that maybe the Muslim was multiplying faster.
I am not defending anything. I am not defending even myself.
No.
But I think you haven't enough time to see the real thing in Egypt. If you just go through the villages, to the ordinary man, to the very poor and the very simple man in the village, they are doing the job. We as students, pupils, students, and everything, we are doing the job. We are trying, but in a special way, not to hurt the whole social and political something, because where the disputes and the killings, they are killing, they are destroying houses and shops and so on. And they were even trying to have a Vatican in Egypt, in Asyut. They tried during Nasser. They said, okay, let us have a little big city such as Asyut for Christians. And he dealt very well with them. Nasser, yes. So it is done day and night, but they are provided all these years by foreigners, by their sons abroad. Millions of them are abroad now. In Australia, they are creating disputes and many things against the regime. They are saying we are discriminated against. We are prevented in Egypt, our relatives there. They are unable to do their prayers and to build their it is untrue, of course.
No, I see in Cairo new churches going up.
Yeah.
And multi-million-dollar churches.
Sure. So
to me, actually, I think the Christian is ruling Egypt. Look, because I was asking an ambassador.
Do you remember the speech of the Sadat? Sadat was trying to get closer to them and using them even against the majority of the Muslims, the majority of the people. At last he discovered when he went to America, when he went to the United Kingdom, they were throwing him with something, saying that their relatives are discriminated against. Then he came back, he found the Pope, what we call the Pope, the Egyptian Coptic Pope, Shenouda II, second Shenouda, Shenouda II.
Right.
And then he said, Sadat that time, I am a Muslim ruler of a Muslim country, as if he discovered for himself That's reality. And Shnoda was about to be, he went to an exile of himself to a church in the very deep desert and stayed there. But the ruler, the regime, all of a sudden discovered that they were not that loyal to him. Although they were the minority, they were taking many chances over Muslims. But to say that we are ruled of, no way at all. And at all times, even during imperialist time, the British, they tried hard. They tried even to give foreign nationalities to them. They tried to have a prime minister, you know, Boutros Ghali, not this one, but his grandfather. They tried to, and he was a prime minister of Egypt for some time.
Yes?
Yes. And there was a Jew minister, a Jewish minister of finance that time.
Yes.
But, alhamdulillah, al-Islam in Egypt is completely bikhair. And you see those people trying to imitate the ugly picture of the West.
Right.
Now, what you see in the universities, all young ladies or girls covering, all of them. And the regime itself was agitated by this thing. Right. And even the boys, they were trying to put galabiya or thawb only.
Right.
And they were even prevented from entering the university and the classrooms. But they insisted. And they were a little bit hot-headed young people.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Right.
Especially quarreling, beating, killing. I don't like it at all. This is not Islam by all means.
Right.
So what you can see in television, through CNN or whatever, or the British channels and so on, is not the real image of Islam in Egypt. Go to the simple man and woman in the village and see how Islam is prevailing. Alhamdulillah. It is there. In Egypt, especially in Egypt. See Ramadan in Egypt. Everybody is fasting.
I'm sure.
See prayers.
Right.
They are there. And young people, young girls, they are still arrested sometimes.
Right.
In my area, we have a mosque very close, 200 meters.
Right.
In Ramadan, they were coming, police cars, collecting those young people and women, taking them, arresting them.
For what?
They were gathering, they were, shouting slogans, Islamic slogans and so on. They said, okay, you can pray, but you can't shout at night and have those microphones and so on. So they were arrested, hundreds of them. I saw them.
Yes.
From my balcony, I was
watching.
And my son was about to go to pray there.
Right.
Discriminately, they were just collecting, arresting them and taking them. And they were they released him later on. So it is there. And it is dangerous for Egypt to get the whole nation divided that way. And again, the foreign fingers, the evil foreign fingers, again they are playing behind the curtains, giving money, giving arms, and trying to divide. Although it is, you can see a kind of tolerance in the villages. Myself a Muslim, my neighbor a Christian, or my colleague or whatever, we were going smoothly. We were both tolerant. But nowadays it is almost 10-20 years. Killings were going around in Upper Egypt, in Cairo, Alexandria, ruining churches and mosques, killing families, whole families, simple families, weak families, poor families. What for?
Just because.
And they just wanted to have another Lebanon in Egypt. This couldn't happen, and I say it. No way to have this